In my last video, I embarked on one of the most iconic missions in gaming, the Call of Duty Dark Matter camo grind. And that video did alright. I guess, a few people saw it. No big deal there. But in that video, I asked you guys what you would like to see next, and you guys made it very clear what you wanted. You guys wanted me to get Nebula. While Dark Matter is the multiplayer mastery camo in Black Ops 6, Nebula is actually the mastery camo for zombies in, you guessed it, Black Ops 6. Arguably a cooler looking camo if you ask me, and I'd wanted to do this for a while, and with the overwhelming success and kindness on my last video, how could I not? Interestingly, I'm an even bigger COD Zombies noob than I was a multiplayer noob, so this will be very interesting. So, can I unlock Nebula as a Zombies noob and unlock the ultimate Nebula calling card? Let's find out. Videos like these take me a while to put together, so if you do find yourself enjoying it, please make sure to like, subscribe, or even just leave a comment. Any support is greatly appreciated. Soak it in. Enjoy this peaceful and calming atmosphere, because it's not going to last much longer. The grind ahead might be messy, chaotic, and downright mental. But before we get into that, there is something that I want to discuss first. Insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Albert Einstein. What a clever fella. Low-key iconic. Now, I'm not trying to be a dick here and call one of the smartest men to ever live wrong, but I don't think this man has ever experienced the satisfaction of a camo grind, which is normally gotten by doing a lot of repetitive things over and over again, so I'm not trying to say he's wrong, but he's wrong. But welcome. In my last video, I tackled the Dark Matter camo grind in Black Ops 6 multiplayer, but in this video, we're going to say goodbye to multiplayer, and we're going to move to the world of the dead. Black Ops 6 Zombies. I stated previously that it had been a decade since I last touched Call of Duty, making Black Ops 6 my first COD in over 10 years, but that was for multiplayer. Zombies, on the other hand, I'm even more newbie, as the last time I played Zombies was on my Xbox 360 in the Black Ops 2 Alcatraz DLC in 2013. That was 12 years ago. Oh my god, that was 12 years ago. I just blinked and I'm an adult. I remember being terrified to play Zombies alone, straight up refusing as a kid. Zombies wasn't even really a very scary thing, but I was just too nervous to play it alone. And yes, I know very little about Zombies, but it has a beautiful mastery camo known as Nebula that I just must have. Not only for the pride and achievement, but also to flex on those in the battlefield. But get yourself ready, because things are going to start out fine, and slowly over time we're going to develop a very unhealthy obsession towards this grind. But come join me as I do a lot of this. God. And a lot of this. Are you serious? And finally, a lot of this. Are you serious? It trapped me in a fucking room. But we have to start somewhere. But when it came to the start, I can't lie, I was very, very intimidated. Especially knowing the grind I've got to put in to get Nebula, which to unlock Nebula, I must go through the ringer first. To unlock Purple Tiger, I need 2,000 headshot kills. 2,000. And after that, we move on to the specials, which are 2 special challenges per gun, each one being different. They are often 300 kills with a specific ammo mod, or, you know, getting kills while the zombies are affected by a tactical, things like that. Not too difficult, just a little bit time consuming. Once we've gotten through those, we finally move to the mastery camos. Mystic Gold, Opal, Afterlife, and the reason we're all here, Nebula. To get Mystic Gold, we need 10 kills rapidly 15 times. Okay. That's not bad. Once we've gotten gold on all or most of a gun type, I unlock the Opal challenge, which is to kill 30 special zombies. What the fuck is a special zombie? Then, this is the kicker for the next camo. I need Opal on 33 weapons, and then to get through Afterlife, I need to get 20 kills without taking damage 10 times. Okay, that's nice and simple. I look forward to this one, actually. And then finally, for the Nebula camo, I need 33 Afterlives, and then I need to kill 10 elite zombies. what the fuck is an elite zombie? So, as you can tell, there is a lot to grind this time, and from what I saw online from the likes of watching some COD goats do the Nebula grind before me, the general consensus was the grind wasn't hard, it's just time consuming, but seeing as I'm pretty much brand new to zombies, I was kind of worried that this was all going to be a bit too much for me. But nevertheless, I was ready to dive in. Starting with the grind to Mystic Gold, honestly, a really nice looking camo. I'd actually say I prefer it to the multiplayer gold. But as we embark on this gold grind, I do have a bit of a confession to make. Before ever even posting my Dark Matter video, I actually dabbled in a little bit of zombies because I was actually going to try and go for Nebula ages ago, but I thought it was best to save it in case I wanted to make a video from it. So I may have already done 5 guns to Mystic Gold. I know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. But on the bright side, this actually did help prepare me a little because it actually did take the edge off of my nerves a little bit, so it made it not feel so daunting, at least for the headshot portion. Because during this time, I was able to get to grips with how the grind was going to be, and honestly, while I have no footage of this, it's probably for the best because I did my research at the time and the most efficient method was the Liberty Falls directed mode, and that is exactly what I decided to do. I was hoping for a more laid-back, chill grind after the last few grinds over the years have all been in PvP games, whether that was Apex Legends or the Dark Matter grind. And that was honestly the furthest thing from relaxing. Now, don't get me wrong, there are going to be plenty of deaths coming up, but Jesus Christ, this is bad. I was dying in directed mode, and I didn't understand anything. I didn't understand what packer punching was. I was essentially just raw dogging the headshots without any upgrades, and I kept thinking that I needed to max out the round cap, and seeing as I didn't really know what field upgrades were or anything like that, I just kept dying trying to do this, and I didn't even need to. I eventually learned and figured out the strategy, which was just to use directed mode Liberty Falls, get to the round cap 11, and essentially just camp an area and farm the headshots. So, let's get that counter added to the top right and add 5 to it. I got the XM4 AK-74. Are you proud of me? I got that right first time. Then the AIMS and GPR assault rifles, and then the Strider pistol. Most I got from getting a gun done and then restarting my game, which I didn't realize at the time was the worst thing I could really be doing for the sake of efficiency. But then I discovered the mystery box, and that's why we have a random pistol chucked in at the end there. So with all that, let's fast forward to where the grind starts on day 1. It was the 27th of December, 2 days after Christmas. I decided it was time to lock in and get this grind started, booting up my first zombies game and cracking on with the Model L assault rifle. Don't get used to me using guns in order, that gets thrown out of the window thanks to the RNG of mystery boxes, which did hurt my soul a little bit. But before logging on, I had made sure I knew definitively what the best strat for this grind would be. Well, I did, and then I decided not to listen to them, but here's why. I was new to zombies. At first, I did have a bit of a snobby attitude about the grind. I was a little afraid that I'd struggle, especially later down the line, but starting out, I figured they're just NPCs. It can't be that hard. I think I was telling myself this to kind of put that little bit of anxiety away at the back of my mind, but I learned really quickly that it really wasn't going to be as simple as that. At the time, the best method was to use Citadel des Morts, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, where you basically start a ritual that you can do in order to make these mystic swords, and you don't complete the ritual, then you get infinite zombie spawns. As long as you don't kill one of the parasites, then the round doesn't increase, and you don't have to clear zombies in waves and go round by round, and then wait in between and then go again. In theory, this was going to be a lot more efficient, and I had seen this firsthand. I mean, I'd watched a lot of YouTube videos leading up to this grind, so I knew it was good. But I wanted to ease myself in, fearing that it'd overwhelm me playing on a brand new map and having a never-ending stream of zombies come after me. I decided to just play on the map that I knew a little of and do the directed mode strat, at least for now. For those who don't know, directed mode was basically a kind of tutorial mode. It had a round cap and was basically a guide to the Easter eggs on the map's Liberty Falls and Terminus. It sounded like a strat that was a lot more relaxing, so it sounded like a good way to go for the start of the grind. So, as you can see, that is what we're doing. We booted up directed mode, and we followed the Easter egg until the round cap 11. We then leave it at that, advancing no further in the Easter egg, and basically, we go here, this roof, and get used to it up here because we're going to be living here for a while. While herding the zombies and getting nearly 33 to 34 headshots per round, you can stack up money, pack a punch your weapons, which is only a zip line away, and then you have no need to get off the roof as all the upgrades are on this vending machine, and there's also an ammo box right there, so you can really stay here as long as you like. And I was coming to zombies hoping for a bit more of a relaxed grind, and this was it, so I cracked on. Getting to Purple Tiger in about an hour and 15 minutes minutes-ish, not the fastest pace, but it was chill, achieving my first purple tiger of this grind. Next were these specials, which were not too difficult at all. I had to kill 75 armored zombies, and then get 5 critical kills rapidly 15 times. Nice and simple, with the armored zombie kills taking a little bit longer of the two, but after these were complete, it was on to my first mystic gold of the video. The previous special challenges had prepared me for this, so all I had to do was herd the zombies, fire into the crowd, ideally getting me 30 kills in quick succession, which meant I would get the 10 kills rapidly 15 times within about 5 rounds, and that is exactly what happened. And there we have it, our first mystic gold of the video, and now 6 completed in total. Only 54,000 headshots left. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of headshots. All in all, this took me about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, time which would be greatly improved with a bit more time. But to make life easier for myself, I found a handy spreadsheet with all the challenges listed and even a little checklist which I would have been lost without, and I couldn't find the creator's name on this anywhere, but whoever you are, thank you. But sadly, that is all for day 1. An underwhelming start to the mega grind, I know, but I had some IRL stuff to get done, so I sadly only had about 2 hours to get a gun done, but anything is better than nothing. And trust me, this isn't going to be how things continue going forward, as I get a little bit, obsessive. Like, if I didn't grind, I'd lose everything and everyone that I'd ever loved. So, you know, healthy mindset things. Before logging on, I had seen a video from LEGO Unlocked, really detailing the Citadel de Morts method, and I also learnt about field upgrades at this point, so I decided to equip Frenzied Guard, because that seemed to be helping him get out of tricky situations, which I was also finding myself in quite a lot. So I logged on, equipped the AS Val, and decided that the next gun that I was going to complete, I'd give it a go in the Citadel de Morts method. First, I got around 6 to 7k in money or essence around round 5, before making my way to the cannon, blasting the doors open to the castle, and then entering the castle and deciding to go the complete wrong way because I'm low-key iconic, leaving me with little money left because I had to open some extra doors I didn't need to get where I needed to. But we did get to the Pack-a-Punch room, where we have to kill this special zombie to get the Pack-a-Punch machine, which I was really tense while doing this, it wasn't even funny. Once I'd done this, I had to spend even more money unlocking more doors that I could have just gone through in the first place, which also meant that the round cap would go higher than it was supposed to because I had to clear more zombies. So off to a great start. But I went then to speak to this lovely fella, Kraft, who sends me some mixed signals. He flashed his big purple glowy eyes at me. But then he never asked for my number, so that was pretty rude. Then I had to go up and do this light thing above. I don't know what this really is or what it means, but I had to just do it. This then leads me to collect this amulet thingy, and then boom, well, not boom, because as you can see, I just ran around because I didn't know where to place the amulet. I didn't know where the correct spot was, even though the video literally showed me exactly where I needed to go. Jesus Christ, it hurts. It hurts me to watch now because all I had to do was pay a little bit more attention to the video, like just a little bit more. But finally, I figured it out and we'd done it. I now needed to leave this room and do no more of the Easter egg, and for some reason, we now have infinite zombie spawns. And as long as I leave one of these parasites, the round shouldn't progress and I should just keep getting zombie after zombie. And I wasn't great at this, as I would keep killing the parasite and the round would continue to go up every once in a while. But this should be a faster method. It's okay. I can revive myself and carry on. It's okay. 688 headshot kills in 27 minutes. I can't lie, this wasn't really much faster for me, but this was purely just a skill issue. Admittedly, I thought that even if I did manage to overcome this, it was a lot less relaxing than what I was hoping for. I wanted to grind, but I also wanted to have to not be so locked in. I wanted it to be a little bit more passive, at least for this part. But I did not want to just give up based on that one game. So I booted up another and cracked on. Okay, that's another setback. We can do this. Let's pick ourselves up and get at it again. Like, what the fuck? I can't move! Dude. Okay, well, I basically walked into them. I don't know why I'm getting all lippy, but I didn't let this get me down. So, I tried again, and I pretty much got the Easter egg down to a T. But not dying? Yeah, not so much. I was still pretty bad at this. Like, what? God, man! This is rough. I'm sure I pick myself up, lock in, and I get it right this time. I can feel it. Oh, whatever. Oh my god. That's never not funny. Listen to the way I say whatever. I sound so defeated. I know it's me. I'm laughing at myself, but that's what makes it so much funnier. Oh, whatever. Okay, I need you to take a minute there. That actually had me in stitches. Wasn't even planning to, like, laugh at that. I just needed to go back and look at the footage, and it absolutely had me. Oh my god, I sound so defeated. Already I sound defeated. To even my surprise, though, I didn't let down. Day 2 was supposed to be a massive day of getting loads of guns gold, but no. I was hell-bent on making this work and getting the ASL gun gold in this method, which it wasn't looking good. Wow! How can you not escape that? What? God, the cope. I am a mardy bitch sometimes. My issue was I wasn't getting to Pack-a-Punch quick enough, or at all. I wasn't focused on upgrades or using my util relays, and I also wasn't putting myself in good spots. An issue that I would still struggle with a little later on, but it was really bad in the early days. But I took a minute, and rather than raging more, I took a few deep breaths, and tried to shake off the fear of failure that was looming over me, and surprisingly, I managed to get a nice little setup. Pack-a-punching my gun, and getting into a nice spot. I was doing well. I wasn't really relaxed at all, but I got all the headshots I needed, but sadly, I ended up stopping the ritual and getting rid of all the zombies and dying. Yep, I know, but look, progress. For my specials, I needed 30 eliminations with dead wire and 30 parasite kills. So I decided I really needed a break. This wasn't fun at all, and honestly, I just couldn't quite handle it yet. And I was really battling with myself because Liberty Falls was a lot more chill, but Citadel was a lot more efficient, technically. Not the way I was going about it. It was supposed to be the best method and the quickest method, which in a grind like this, speed is ideal. But I wasn't ready and I couldn't handle it, so I went back onto Liberty Falls and I got my dead wire challenge done nice and easy. And I was killing these vermin zombies thinking that they were parasites, but sadly, I was very wrong about that. I looked it up and these flying things were parasites from Citadel des Morts, but they also spawn on Terminus. And I never really played Terminus, so I decided to go back into the map Citadel and try my luck getting them there. And guess what? I failed. Again. parasites, man. Jesus Christ. I was struggling bad. Honestly, I felt like my biggest fear about this challenge was here, and it was kicking my arse. I knew that with time I'd get better, but if I'm struggling now, how am I going to face up later on against the harder zombies? Honestly, I was so torn between sticking to Citadel and keep trying that method, or for the sake of my own consistency and mentality, stick to the more relaxing directed mode strat, where I'd be more consistent because I could keep building essence. Once a gun was done, I could get another from the mystery box, immediately pack a punch it, and also already have the buffs in an easy place that once I unlock once, I wouldn't need to get again for the rest of the game. It might be a teeny bit slower, but for me, right now, it was faster and more consistent. And I'm here for the camos. But I decided to put that to one side and grind some Terminus to get the parasite kills. After finally completing the specials, it was finally time to crack on with the Mystic Gold. And I actually can't believe how long this took. But you guessed it, I went back to Citadel. I couldn't stop. I was basically stuck in between pride and happiness at this point. But I saw some improvement, I got the Easter egg done, and I got my zombie spawns, and a pack-a-punch Val, and eventually it led to this. I didn't have a reaction. I was so beaten down that I couldn't even react. I just went to the nearest wallby, which was the KSV, and started with another gun. But it wasn't long after this that because I'm so bad at keeping the round low because I keep accidentally killing the parasite, I got to round 12 and spawned in this lovely fella. Sadly, I got panicky and I died. Whoa, what do I do? What do I do? So, I threw in the towel. I wasn't going to force myself to do this if I wasn't enjoying it. I felt like I'd learnt a valuable lesson, which I'll touch on a little bit later. But with that being said, let's just sit back, relax, and crack on with the C9 in Liberty Falls. I wanted to just sit back, enjoy some shows, and grind out these headshots. I decided to stop forcing myself to do things for the sake of efficiency, as I was only really forcing myself to do these things because I wanted to be good. And I stopped that and instead did the thing I wanted to the most, relax and grind. Which is absolutely okay. It's what I imagined I'd do going into this grind, so I'm gonna do it. And there we go, Purple Tiger, all headshots complete. Now I need 300 kills while Pack-a-Punch, which was nice and easy to get, and then, as if the day couldn't get any worse, I needed 30 parasite kills for the other. Are you serious? Oh my god. Yeah, I wasn't happy. I saw online someone said play round 6 to 12 of Terminus and then restart round 6 again, and you should be able to get all the ones you need, so I just did that. I was a bit miffed because I wanted to keep the same save file going for a while, but you can only have one at a time, and I had to boot up Terminus. Parasites did not spawn on Liberty Falls. But it was a lot more fun than what I'd been through so far. So, not long in, I unlocked the final special camo for the C9, and then back onto the good old trusty roof, where I got the C9 Mystic Gold. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I really needed this pick-me-up. I'm honestly surprised I kept going after the AS Val, but we did. Next up was the GS45. I went straight to Pack-a-Punch and learned that Pack-a-Punch and the GS45s have explosive bullets, which just makes it a little bit more of a pain to get headshots. It slows you down massively. So I thought, not today, I need simplicity today. And I swapped it out for the Sorg and gave that to future me as a problem for him. The Sorg was nice and easy, 300 eliminations with dead wire and 300 point blank kills. I could more or less do these together, and after that we move on to Mystic Gold, just 5 rounds away. The Sorg was Mystic Gold. It was getting late, nearly midnight, and day 2 was nearly over. So I decided to go to the mystery box and I got the ASG. I wasn't too happy about this, I won't lie. So far I'd only really done ARs and SMGs with one exception, and I already preferred the ARs over everything that I'd done so far. Even the SMGs slowed down my pace just a little bit, and the ASG is a semi-auto shotgun, meaning it shoots fast, but I had to tap for every shot. So this was going to be over 2,000 clicks between me and my very inviting bed. Let's do this. waking up the very next day and without hesitation got on the grind. I woke up and decided today was not a Citadel day. I craved a chill grind, and I'm gonna learn from yesterday, because the infinite zombies, it just eventually swarmed me, and I realized I was probably better off staying on one save for as long as possible on Liberty Falls. I was super consistent, getting one gun done every hour and a half, then straight on to the next one, with Pack-a-Punch, all the buffs, no dying, no need to reset. So, what are my challenges for the ASG? 30 bloody parasite kills! Fuck's sake. Gotta start a new game again. Well, I know how to do this fairly easy now. Terminus, round 6 to 12, then back to round 6. Nice and easy. I've seen some other methods, but this one seems nice and straightforward, and that's kind of what I need right now, so I'm just gonna do this. Learning from yesterday. On that topic, while I grind away these specials, on day 3, I really came to appreciate the lesson that I learnt yesterday. Yes, I died a lot. Yes, it was a skill issue, but that's okay. I'm brand new to zombies, and infinite zombie spawns on a map I don't know well, of course I'm going to struggle. It was a very unrealistic expectation for me to have of myself that I was just going to be able to breeze through that. I think my ego definitely ruined it a little bit for me yesterday, as I felt like I really wasn't good enough, and I was probably punishing myself for that. And you know what? I wasn't good enough, but I also wasn't having fun. And I'm not going to make any progress if I'm not having fun. I really enjoy a grind where you can sit back, relax, and watch some shows, blast some music, or even a podcast. Being a PvP player in most games that I've grinded, it doesn't really allow for that. Even in the Dark Matter grind, I could only do it from time to time, but it was my idea of fun. I simply wasn't going to deny myself that for the sake of efficiency. And I know it's not just me who does that. Often grinders will forfeit fun and enjoyment for the sake of efficiency and the correct strat or the meta. Balls to that. Citadel is fairly new, and prior to this is what people did. And once you've mastered the strat, it might be a smidge more efficient, but I'll have more fun and therefore be more consistent in what I'm doing over here. So I'm gonna do just that. Hopefully going forward I can employ this mindset into my future grinds. I know I'm not alone in ruining a game for myself for the sake of a reward, and most of the time there is a more pleasant way to do these grinds, and it's okay to take those routes from time to time. Hell, if not every time. Honestly, this could all be cope, but I really do think that there is something positive to take away from this, that you don't always have to be miserable to do well. This honestly made me feel a lot better going forward. After a low-key life-changing epiphany, not really, but I got all my parasite kills. Next, I needed to hop back onto Liberty Falls and get kills while enemies were affected by my tactical, which was nice and easy, and also not on my recording, because I'm so good. But it was simple. Shot charges were the best choice, and in no time, I moved on to the gold challenge. Another gold for the counter. Next, I stuck on Liberty Falls and got straight into the Goblin MK2. So, let's crack on. And there we go, our 7th AR. Oh, what's he doing up there? Seeing as the challenge to unlock Opal for the ARs is to unlock Mystic Gold on 7 ARs, I decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not actually, of course. I'd just be mean if I did that. I unboxed the Krigsea, the 8th AR, but seeing as there were only 7 when these challenges came out, 7 is all I need for the Opal. But to make my life easier later down the line, and so I don't have to do a melee or launcher in the future, I did the Krigsea too. But I held on to the Goblin and utilized the fact that on Liberty Falls, when you hit round 11 in directed mode, a Mangler will spawn every single round. This is a special zombie. And I need 30 of these per Opal. So I'd start each round, kill the Mangler with my Goblin, and then crack on with the headshots with the Krigsea. It was genius. Within no time, I unlocked my first Opal, and I was well chuffed with myself here. Oh wait. Yes, let's go, holy shit, yes. Riding high, it wasn't long after that I got my 2000th headshot and cracked on with the Krigsea specials. 300 kills with the Cryo Freeze ammo mod equipped, and 100 kills while the enemy is affected by my tactical. So I filled up on shot charges, and shocked and froze my enemies to death in-game. This wasn't too bad. A bit more time consuming these ones, but I got them done and unlocked a nice and easy gold not long after. And that was all she wrote for day 3. Day 4 was another fairly shortish one, but productive all the same. My only goal was to get closer and closer to the halfway mark, so I cracked on, unlocking the Sarkov Marksman as my next gun from the mystery box. With this being a single fire marksman, I wasn't looking forward to the discomfort soon to come to my finger after 2,000 headshot clicks, but I'm a gamer, I have no regard for my own health or well-being, so I cracked on. Purple Tiger came with ease, and so did the specials honestly. Very similar to yesterday's gun, the Krig C, I needed 100 kills while the enemy is affected by my tactical, and 300 kills with dead wire. With a nice electric theme going here, I got these nice and easy. I was thoroughly starting to enjoy myself here. No longer feeling guilty for not playing normal zombies or doing the Citadel strat, I was flying through episodes of Modern Family, and I had a 7-hour video from the Hermitcraft Minecraft server to tuck into. Yeah, I still watch this stuff. It's fucking nice content, don't judge. It's all good stuff. And 7 hours? This is perfect for the grind ahead. In no time, I got the Sarkov Gold, and I also got the Krig C to Opal while doing the aforementioned method like I did with the Goblin. And I got the Jackal next from the box. And the Jackal is probably my favourite gun in the entire game right now, and in zombies, it is an absolute treat to use. So I would herd the zombies, get 33 to 34 nice and easy headshots, and after doing that until 2000, the specials were 300 limbs with napalm burst and 300 hipfire kills. Two specials I could do at exactly the same time. All I needed to do was equip napalm and not ADS, and I'm good to go. And not long after 5+ rounds of the same herd and mow down strat, the Jackal was gold in about an hour and a half. I'd really managed to get this down to a T now, so I was really happy. And this is when I decided to take a break. I'd played a lot of zombies over the last few days. I'd even started at Prestige Master level 145, and now I was level 199. So I fancied some multiplayer for a while, which I enjoyed, and I eventually unlocked the sweet level 200. Wow, level 200. Unlocking a lot more prestige badges to choose from, just so I can flex on all those zombies that I slaughter. But after this nice break, I hop back onto zombies for one last hurrah, getting the 9mm pistol, which luckily doesn't have explosive ammo. That's still a future me's problem to deal with, and the headshots were nice and easy. I just had to click my mouse 2,000 times, but that's okay. The specials were a little annoying though. Like some other gun specials, the 9mm PM has 2 special challenges that you can't do together. I need 300 kills with cryo freeze and 300 kills with dead wire. These are both ammo mods, and you can't equip more than one at a time, so I had to get 300 kills with one and then 300 kills with the other. It wasn't too hard, it was just time consuming, which is what I was promised when starting this grind, and my, the grind is delivering. But that was my final gold of the day. I then went to sleep and woke up for day 5. Day 5 was rough. I didn't have much time, as I still had some stuff to do IRL, as it was actually January 1st when I filmed this, but I thought that anything was better than nothing, so I came in and I planned on doing 2 guns today. Well, the gun that I pulled from the mystery box was the bloody Marine SP. My arch enemy from the Dark Matter grind. Now yes, I did learn my ways. I learned perhaps that my build wasn't great, and yes, I have corrected it, but I was still scarred from our past together. And I dreaded the grind ahead. It was actually fine. Yeah, no complaints here. I mean, it's zombies. It matters a lot less than in multiplayer or Warzone, I think. Don't get me wrong, the Marine SP took nearly double the amount of time as it should, because it's a shotgun with quite a wide bullet spread. I'd go for headshots, but accidentally get a lot of non-headshot kills, so all that kind of adds up, and took a little extra time, but this was a relatively easy gold. With 300 hipfire kills and 300 kills with the weapon at a rare or better rarity, this is one thing I found out during my first 5 guns that I did off camera, way before considering seriously going for Nebula. I thought that rarity was actually Pack-a-Punch. I waited about 20 minutes or maybe more waiting for it to pop up. I think I was doing the aims at the time and it never did. This is why I'm grateful I got stuff like that out of the way before recording this video. Well, so far I'd made a right tit of myself in this video. I already have, but even more so. But because it took a lot longer, I had to hop off after getting the Marine SP Mystic Gold. Logging off for day 5, that looming urge to obsessively grind was coming. I could tell. I was in my groove, and after having mostly done multiplayer grinds over the last decade, a PvE grind was so refreshing. There was a whole other side to COD that I didn't really pay attention to, but now I get it. I was really enjoying myself. And it's strange to think how much I'm enjoying this passive grind, and as I'm sure many of you can relate, it's just a lot of fun. But this enjoyment would be short-lived, as something devastating would come around the corner very soon. But that's not my problem right now. Right now, I just need to get some sleep and get ready for... Like I mentioned before, the enjoyment was at an all-time high, and that normally means an obsession beyond my control is about to strike, and I wasn't going to fight it. The day started strong with these SWAT marksmen, and for this video, I kind of wrote a bit of a mini diary to kind of keep track of stuff as I go along, and I'm just going to read you exactly what I wrote in the diary when doing the marksman. The SWAT was a delight. I don't know what was in my morning brew, but I must have been in a very, very good mood. I can understand the gun being not difficult or chill to use, but delight? That's some emotive language from morning me right there. Also, while doing this, I got my Marine SP Opal as I needed 2 Mystic Gold shotguns to unlock the Opal challenge, and seeing as the Marine SP was my second shotgun, I thought I may as well make life for future me a little less tedious. I've already made him do the GS45, so I may as well be a little nice to him. With some easy specials, I got the SWAT Gold with no problem. After this, I opened a mystery box and unlocked the XMG. So far, I had not had too many problems with repeat guns, i.e. guns that I'd already done, so I was again feeling really, really positive. I'd also figured out kind of a new way to do the headshots on the Liberty Falls roof. I'd normally run around and herd the zombies, however, I just sat in this very spot and shot them as I saw them. I'd actually finished the round 10 or more seconds sooner, and don't get me wrong, my timing could have been wrong, but it felt a lot faster, so that's exactly what I did. If anything, it meant less for me to do, so I was happy just standing there, only needed to move for ammo. The XMG had 10 kills without reloading 10 times, which is super easy, especially for the LMG, and 300 elims with the brain rot ammo mod equipped. All this meant very nice and easy gold. Next, I got lucky and unboxed the PU-21, another nice and easy LMG, except I went AFK for a bit too long and timed out. This is normally no issue, as you can normally just get straight back in, but that was until I got back to my PC, booted up the game, and then completely forgot about it. I don't know if I thought I'd backed out or what, but just watch this. Then I come back to the game after typing a bloody essay apparently. I don't even know what or who I was typing to, but I was so confused. I thought the save file just completely vanished, and I even wrote down in my diary, save file just disappeared. What the fuck? Yes, what the fuck? Man, if I'd just been a little bit more locked in, it would have saved me like an extra half hour. An extra half hour of extra shit I had to do to get back to where I was. And the best part is, I didn't even know I'd done this until I was writing this script and I was going through all the footage. But I booted up a new game and got back to where I was. And an hour and a half later, we got Purple Tiger. The PU had to get 300 hipfire kills and then 10 mangler kills for the special camo. I did not expect this one for a special camo, considering the amount of manglers I needed to kill for Opal, but it's no biggie. I cracked on with this while going for my 300 hipfire kills, which roughly balanced out with me getting both camos 1 or 2 rounds apart. And then after that, I unlocked a nice and easy gold. Next, I got the KSV from the mystery box, which was a nice change of pace. The LMGs are a lot slower, but at times a lot better for zombies, but it was nice to be fast moving again, and the SMGs are probably my second or third favourite weapon type to run in zombies at the moment. 300 elims with dead wire and 300 hipfire kills were nice and easy to get through to gold. That's another one for the board. After that, we had another change of pace in the form of the DM10, which we got from the mystery box. It was actually different to other guns that I'd used so far, and I'm not sure if it was just doing this while it was Pack-a-Punch, or if the DM10 had been able to do this the whole time, and I just missed it through the entirety of my Dark Matter grind. But the gun would shoot when I pressed and let go of the trigger, basically giving it a double tap. This was interesting, definitely nice and easy for getting lots of headshots quickly. After unlocking the Purple Tiger, the specials were 5 critical kills 15 times and 300 elims with rare or higher rarity. All was looking up. I'd achieved gold on yet another weapon, making today's count 6. I was locked in. And I told you I could feel the obsession coming, but I was not done yet. We had levels of obsession to come. Next, I got the 9mm Siren from the mystery box, and at this point I had to make a choice. Take the gun and definitely have to do at least 1 rocket launcher as a part of the 33 weapons I needed for Nebula, or skip it and ignore the specials entirely and do 2 melees. As it seemed like the lesser of two evils, I picked the special SMG. If I only had to do one launcher, and I get to do an SMG as a part of my specials, which are really easy to do, I'll take it. I really like using the siren as well, as it's often my main secondary that I use in multiplayer, so I wanted Nebula on this gun anyway, so it was worth it. I cracked on with the headshots, but then the specials were a little bit annoying. The first was 300 hipfire kills, which were nice and simple, but then I once again had to venture from my safe save file and go to Terminus. As I needed 30 parasite kills, I had this method on lock now. There were no bumps, it was just a little bit annoying to get done, but after a bit of time, around 6, 12, and 6 again, I had the 30 I needed. And after that, I made a new Liberty Falls save, and I decided to just try and get my gold challenge done without having to pack-a-punch the siren, so I can save my money for the next gun, because you know, economy, money, and what have you. And at this point, I really was glad that I'd made the choices that I'd made. I was having a lot of fun, as silly as it sounds, and as a result, I was becoming super consistent and putting more and more hours into the game just because I was loving it. And one more thing, which is a handy thing to find, I decided as a mouse and keyboard player that it'd actually be useful to use toggle ADS for some guns, just to take the strain off of my hand a little and, you know, have me do less because I'm, you know, not lazy. This was really useful for guns going forward. I wouldn't use it for all guns, but a fair amount of them. But after a while, I finally unlocked gold on the siren. Then, for the final gun of the day, I got the SVD sniper. A gun which, unfortunately, the footage ended up corrupting, but hey, I'm doing better than I was in the previous video. But nevertheless, this was a nice and easy gold with nice and simple specials, which was actually my first sniper done so far, which was really awesome, and I only had 2 more to go. And that was it. Day 6 complete. 8 guns in total done, bringing us closer and closer to gold completion. Like with Dark Matter, I'd fully come to terms with the fact that gold was going to be the most time-consuming part of this grind. However, Opal may just take as long, as I have to kill a lot of special zombies, which is completely fine. I woke up nice and bright. Notice how I didn't say early? Ready to grind, we were now a week in. 7 days of zombies, and I had a lot more ahead of me. It's a good job I've got this directed mode, so I can keep having lots of relaxing fun, with absolutely no problems to come in the near future. But anyway, I logged on, opened the mystery box, and got the PP919. Again, another favourite of mine. I think all SMGs are just my favourites, except the Sorg. I don't hate it, I just suck with it, but I just get mowed down with it. I don't understand. I enjoyed myself using a fairly normal gun for the first time in a bit, and got the headshots with no problem. Unlocking Purple Tiger, and getting some fairly straightforward specials. Nothing I hadn't done before. There we go. Without wasting any time, the next gun I unboxed was the LR 7.62. Luckily, when looking up what guns have explosive ammo when I pack-a-punched the GS45 originally, I discovered that the LR Sniper does as well. So I knew ahead of time not to pack-a-punch this gun. It might mean it takes more time than the other guns, but the explosive ammo just makes it take even longer. I'd watched by this point around 4 to 5 seasons of Modern Family, and I was nearly done with my 7-hour video, so I was in dire need of new stuff to entertain me. But nevertheless, I was in the zone. Once I had finally unlocked Purple Tiger, I could take my sniper and finally pack-a-punch it, as I need 10 Mangler kills and 300 kills with Brain Rot equipped, something pack-a-punch would make significantly easier. So I equipped them all and cracked on. I also did the Tanto, but I didn't get much footage of this, so let's just add that one to the board. I had some really nice and simple specials. Honestly, not too much to say on this gun anyway. But my time was nearly coming to an end for the day. I was probably going to need to log off for the night, so I unlocked the gun, the Grakova, an automatic pistol, which is always a breeze to use. And as pistols go, this one is a good one. I got myself into position, I got 1,000 out of the 2,000 headshots needed, and logged off for the night. Get back on. You can't finish now. We need Nebula. Let's get Nebula now. Get back on. We need to get Nebula. We're taking too long on Nebula. Let's get Nebula. Come on, Nebula. Nebula. The only thing that'll make me feel complete in life is Nebula. 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 God, we need Nebula. We need to get Nebula. Get back on the PC. Nebula. Come on, Nebula. Get it. Get back on the PC. Get back on the PC. Nebula. Nebula. We get Nebula. We're taking too long on this. Come on, let's get Nebula. 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 God, we need Nebula. Get back on. Get back on. Nebula. Okay, I'm sorry to have put you through that, but this is what it was like to be in my head when I logged off. I was truly obsessed and I mean obsessed. Despite it being super late into the night, technically falling onto day 8, I logged back on and played some more. Look at this, doing circles on a virtual rooftop, herding zombies. I'm really making the most of my early 20s right here, but tell me this isn't the fucking shit. I'm having a whale of a time. But there was a problem. While going for my headshots and 2 special camos, I noticed since I hopped back on, something felt different. Am I on drugs? What's going on? Something felt off, like really off. Like it was taking longer than it should. I should have gotten my gold by now, but I'm still on the headshots. Oh, they changed directed mode. Are you serious? Extended time between rounds and the delay between spawning zombies after 5 loop rounds at the round cap in directed mode. Why, man? Why? Why? My heart broke. It shattered into a million pieces. What should I do? Is this it? Do I give up? No, of course not. Don't be stupid. But what does this mean? Do I have to do the Citadel method now? Am I even good enough yet? Am I even good? I enjoy it. Is this it? This is what was all running through my head at once. I saw mixed feedback online, some liked it and some didn't, and honestly there are arguments for both sides. However, I and many people preferred it for a more chilled experience, and I think that's very fair. I can sit and pretend that I wasn't biased because of what I preferred, but regardless, what is done is done. What happened next though seriously makes me proud. This was the night of the update. It was nearly 2 AM, I was still up and did not want to go to bed until I had answers, and an idea of what I was going to do going forward. I came up with an idea. In this update, they added directed mode to Citadel demotes, and I wondered if the Easter egg to get infinite zombies was still possible in directed mode, and if the level cap would make it significantly more OP. Could it be better than the normal version because of this round cap? No more going to higher rounds by accidentally killing the wrong zombie. In theory, it could just be infinite zombies forever. Less stress as it is directed mode, and I've improved a hell of a lot since I last tried this method. So let's give it a go. It worked. Now I know by now you probably know this as the method for headshots. I've seen you can even use a Molotov and basically make it an AFK-able thing to do, but at the time I was filming this, no videos were released and I saw no one chat about it online, and I was so proud of myself. Now, like, I knew this would become common knowledge soon, but I got a lot of satisfaction out of coming up with this on my own. It's nothing amazing, it's just doing a strat in directed mode, but I didn't get defeated by the nerf to directed mode. I just thought of a new way, tested it, and it worked. And this was before anyone had made a video on it. So in a way, it felt like my little discovery that night. And I know it might sound silly, but I was well chuffed with myself. I felt like a proper gamer, like a speedrunner finding new strats to get a new world record. The round cap meant zombies would spawn indefinitely, and I didn't need to worry about keeping a parasite alive. Plus, directed mode has vending machines with all the buffs I need, and it's all around just a bit easier and more relaxing. And I'm not sure if it was the fact that it had a round cap, but I was able to not get stressed or overwhelmed by the zombies at all, even though they never stopped coming. This strat was it, and honestly, I'm glad all this happened. I was a little sad at first, but this new method has come out of the shadows, meaning I can still do the headshots now even faster than I was before, all while being able to have the relaxed grind sesh I was hoping for. If anything, I'm kinda sad it happened now because I'm nearly at the end of the golds. Oh god, I'm nearly at the end of the golds. What am I going to do about the special zombies? I was just going to do the same thing on Liberty Falls and use the 1 mangler per round, and now it's nerfed into the ground. Shh, not my problem. Not my problem yet. But I wasted no time and I went with the GPMG LMG. I got all the headshots I needed in 42 minutes. Then I needed 300 point blank kills and 10 kills without reloading 15 times for the specials. And you know the Mystic Gold challenge by now, and all these took me a combined 8 minutes. I got a gun from 0 to gold in 50 minutes. Holy shit, this is the strat. I picked up the compact SMG, the last SMG I needed for gold, 2000 headshot kills, 300 limbs with the weapon at a rare or higher rarity, 300 point blank kills, and then the Mystic Gold Challenge, 10 kills rapidly, 15 times. Another 35 minutes later, and I had done another gun. And then I finally picked up the Frostline Sniper, got the 2000 headshots I needed, plus the 300 kills with the gun being rare or higher rarity, and then I logged off. It was 3 AM, and I was really tired. I also needed parasite kills for the last special, and I can't be bothered at 3 AM. Bye! Riding the high of last night's grind, I was still yet to see any videos on this directed mode method, but this was good for me, as I was sort of worried that it'd get patched, and while I knew it wasn't going to be useful for the Opal grind, the Afterlife grind of getting 20 kills without taking damage 10 times was going to be a lot easier with this method. I was also super happy with the fact I was able to not get so overwhelmed. I definitely think the directed mode cap was helping a lot, but before, when I was trying this method on normal zombies, on the normal mode, I'd die mostly before even reaching round 10. So surviving on this round consistently was a big moment for me and a sign of improvement. But enough yapping, we have camos to grind. I had to get parasite kills for the Frostline, once again using Terminus. I got that nice and easy. Next I needed to unlock Mystic Gold on the Frostline, so in preparation for the guns that I need to still do, which isn't many, we are really on the home stretch, I booted up directed mode Citadel and got to work. With another gold, I moved on to the GS45s. I decided, seeing as not pack-a-punching it worked so good last time, I would just do that again. It wouldn't be as slow as the LR Sniper was, as I don't have to go through the zombie rounds, and I can just keep shooting them and getting the headshots I needed, even if they were a 2-tap instead of a 1-tap. It took a little longer, but Purple Tiger was complete. Then it was pack-a-punch time. These specials were 300 hipfire kills and 300 elims with rare or higher rarity, so these would be easily done together and be done in no time with pack-a-punch plus the infinite zombies. Gold was right around the corner. Oh, there it is. After this, we got the AEK from the mystery box, which took no more than 45 minutes to max out. The AEK was a really solid gun, and I think it is in general, not only just for zombies, for the game as a whole. So, having an easy gun like this, the challenges flew by. That's another one for the board. And here we are. One gun stands between me and gold freedom, and I've enjoyed my time, but that time has dragged on long enough, like seriously long enough, and I have the Opal grind to worry about now. But I put that to the back of my mind as I managed to get the Sigma, which has some different challenges in store for me. Rather than the critical kills, because I think that'd be a bit difficult with a rocket launcher, I just need 2000 normal kills. And in no time, we unlocked gold. We've done it. Gold on the last weapon we needed, and you might have noticed we completely missed the melees, and I'm sorry if you were looking forward to a little bit of that, but they would just be too much of a pain to do, and all I need is 33 weapons for this calling card. 2 guns, the Krieg C and the Sorg from Season 1, plus the 9mm Siren, and then a launcher really isn't bad at all. I wish I had this option to do during the Dark Matter grind, honestly. But before we go any further, I took my Mystic Gold in game and actually used the camo I'd spent so many hours grinding for. But now comes the hard choice. How to get my 30 special zombie kills. there was a strat on the Citadel des Morts map to do a little bit more of the Easter egg, take the sword from the knights in the middle, and then place it back so every round you get 4 parasites. And after I think round 13 or 14, if you herd these parasites over a crowd of zombies, it'll turn some of them into special zombies, and give you around 4 specials per round. Combo this with the infinite zombies thing, and you've got a lot of special zombies. Except don't do what I do and try and do it on round cap 11, because it just won't happen. I look stupid doing this. I did try the strat normally, but eventually I got to round 16, and dealing with all these specials plus got me saying, "This is so stressful." So I was not a fan, and I soon died. But I thought maybe my big brain that came up with this totally amazing, brilliant, never been thought of infinite zombies directed mode strat can come up with something else. Maybe if I got to directed mode level 14 or above, then I'd never have to worry about the round cap going up, and I'd get a few specials per round. But it wasn't working. I tried really hard, and it just wasn't working, and I died over and over until I eventually just gave up. Remembering what I had learned before, this wasn't really all too much more consistent. Doing most, if not all of it in one game, probably wouldn't be too much slower. I don't think the deaths were really worth the time it added to each gun, so I grit my teeth, remembered how much more relaxing Liberty Falls was, except this time, it's gonna be a lot slower. I did a test run with the XM4, and it took me about 45 minutes to get this gun done. Now, compare that to the gold grind, it's about the same, if not a little bit better, but before the directed mode nerf, this would have been a lot faster. So this was all a little bittersweet, because on one hand, it was making my life easier, but on the other hand, it really wasn't. So, on day 8, I hopped off, accepted my fate, and if it took me 45 minutes per gun, I had 24 hours of opal grinding ahead of me. It wasn't going to be stressful, just a little boring with the time in between rounds. Nevertheless, I logged off and prepared for day 9. I woke up and felt immediately conflicted. I felt a little bit down, but I was unsure whether I even should. But regardless, I took on board my lessons learned from before, booted up some Netflix, logged on to my second home at this point. I've spent too much time on this roof. I got the GS45s from the mystery box, so I was happy with this because it would be fairly easy, but time consuming opal. Except for the fact I died. Are you serious? Not even my fault this time, cause like...
What the fuck is this?
I lagged out. Brilliant. That save's gone. I booted up another save, got my GS45s, which was a bit of a pain to get myself situated and set up with, but I cracked on. Killing each mangler as it came from the depths of wherever the hell it came from, I don't know. Unlocking another opal. Now, here is where my low-key brilliant strat starts to develop. I noticed it's a lot easier to kill the zombies with the GS45s, so I kept my pistol while I opened a crate for the next gun, which was the SVD. At first, I kept my pistol so I could do this. Kill a mangler with my intended gun, then go to my sneaky spot and kill all the zombies without even really needing to look or aim. If I'm going to be doing this passively, you best believe I'm going to optimize it. And this kept me going. 45 minutes per gun. With the SVD opal, I got the GPMG next, and the strat was helping. This mainly came from a place of being impatient and borderline lazy, but I started to find a good spot, a spot that I could see all the climb ups for the zombies on the roof, which later gave me an idea that would really speed up my pace and make this whole grind a little bit easier, but that was soon to come. So the next gun I got was the Grakova pistol, which I wasted no time in completing. And there we go. Another opal. Now, what I started doing was trying to shoot the zombies as soon as I saw them, hoping by me killing them quicker, instead of the previous method of me sitting pretty and letting them funnel towards me, that this would shave some time. And I really felt like I was making a difference. The strat wasn't even optimized to its best yet, but it was slowly getting there. Next, I got the Val, and sadly the footage was a bit weird. What you're actually seeing right now is that footage of the Val. It's not very entertaining, so I'm not going to show you anymore, because why would you want to watch that? But luckily I caught this little mistake, and managed to correct whatever setting was bugged, so that this doesn't happen again. But the Val was now opal. and then onto the Tanto, and as you can see here, I was starting to shoot the zombies right as they climbed up, before they even made it onto the roof, which actually got me thinking. If the zombie spawns are more spread out, if I kill a zombie literally as soon as I possibly could that make the round go faster? For some reason I thought it was a set time, the zombies spawned at set intervals, and who knows, I might not be far wrong with that, but all I knew is if I killed the zombies super quickly, it really felt like I was able to get each round over within a minute or so, whereas before, I was counting nearly 2 minutes on my previous methods, whether that was herding the zombies and then going to town, or letting them come to me. Obviously I still had to wait for the time in between rounds, that was fixed, but the rounds themselves, I was starting to find ways to get them over quicker. I was able to see all the climb ups really easily, and with the GS45's explosive bullets, they would be insta-killed. I really felt like I had found the strat, and I did. Picking up the ASG next, I timed myself. Previously, it could take me up to 45 minutes per gun. That was 24 hours of raw opal grinding. However, what I'd managed to get it down to was 35 minutes per gun, and I timed it. For almost every gun I was going for opal, just to make sure. The grind was going to go from 24 hours to 19. That's 5 hours less time dedicated to this one camo. Now, I'd already done some guns on the less efficient method, but regardless, the grind ahead at this point seemed a lot less like I was climbing up a steep hill with the end nowhere near in sight. And with another opal, I was really locked in, and I was getting clinically obsessed with this grind. But this just further made that worse, or better, depending on your philosophical views, and in no time I got opal on the AK-74, Zorg, and Jackal to close off my day, and we managed to get 9 guns done for day 9, and this number had absolutely nothing on what was about to come tomorrow. Today would be the day of the flow state. Before I hop onto zombies, let's head into multiplayer and take this opal camo out for a spin. After this, I wasted no time jumping back into zombies, and I'm not sure if it's the more passive nature of the grind that I enjoy, or the enjoyment and dopamine I get every 35-ish minutes, but I was hooked. It felt like those good old Minecraft days, resource gathering on autopilot, which was unironically peak gaming, at least in my opinion. I started this grind at 12:45 in the afternoon, and I didn't get off until 2 AM. I told you I was hooked. The day starts with us getting opal on the XMG. Then the compact, then the 9mm pistol, then on the GP, no, this will literally take all day because I was so locked in, and honestly not much happened other than pure productivity. So let's just crack on. Jesus, that was a lot. And we're not done yet. The Strider was next, but I forgot to record it. Go me! I don't even know how. I did all these and I missed that one. But finally, I had to do the Sigma launcher. Only having to do one launcher and no melees, I was happy to get this done. And with that, the final opal of the day. It was 2 AM, and I had 3 more guns to do until opal was complete and we unlock Afterlife. I was so excited. Not only were we closer to Nebula, but I really liked Afterlife as a camo. But I was exhausted. I had done a lot today, so I decided to do the right thing and go to bed and resume the last of the 3 guns tomorrow. Much like day 10, I was in the zone. Straight up and straight on COD. I had 3 guns to complete, and I assumed my position. This was in the end the best spot I'd found. I could shoot within this box and kill the zombie before it could even peek out, and then I had easy access to all the other climb ups, making each gun again take no more than 35 minutes guaranteed. So I had the PU-21, the SWAT Marksman, and the 9mm Siren SMG to do, so let's finish these opals. Oh my god. I mean, god, that was a lot of opal grinding. Jesus Christ. I'm not even gonna pretend like I didn't enjoy myself. I mean, I was definitely getting tired towards the end, especially yesterday, but Jesus Christ. Oh, right, Afterlife time, let's go. 33 opals in 2.5 days. I literally did nothing else for 2.5 days. I just sat pretty right here and grinded. And this was even with the directed mode nerf. I can't lie, I felt proud of what I'd done and at the speed that I did it in. Admittedly, I did it this fast just in case the directed mode Citadel method would get nerfed. But luckily, even to this day, as I'm recording this, it never has. I knew the infinite zombie spawns would be perfect for this Afterlife grind, so as I needed 20 kills without taking damage 10 times. This was going to be a walk in the park with this method. Instead of going round by round, making this another long and drawn out grind, I had an infinite supply of zombies at my fingertips, so I aimed to get Afterlife done in maybe a day and a half. Little did I know what was ahead of me. And there we have it, a calling card and our first Afterlife camo. And while I wanted to hop straight into multiplayer and have a game or two with it, I decided just to lock in, as this literally took 10 minutes, if that. 10 minutes for the whole of this camo. I bought the KSV from the wall, and I just cracked on with another gun. Not even 5 minutes after that, I was done with another one. Not even just comparing it to the 19-hour grind I just came from, this was just speedy, and I need to take advantage. And that is exactly what I did. And in all honesty, I'm just gonna leave you for a little bit, as what you're about to see is the next 4 hours of gameplay where I got all 33 weapons in one session, Afterlife. I can't fucking believe that, dude. I've done all the afterlives already, holy shit. That was what, 4 hours? Oh my god. Low-key an afterlife speedrun if you ask me. But I woke up this morning expecting to finish off Opal after a mental grind session the last few days, and then maybe do a few afterlives and call it. But no, I finished Opal and Afterlife on the same day, and I was riding high. I hopped into multiplayer again and used Afterlife as I never got a chance to because I was just in the zone for the last 4 hours. And it was a really, really nice camo, and I definitely will be using it a lot. But there we go, that is all she wrote for day 11. I hopped off, went to sleep, ready for the Nebula grind tomorrow. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You think that I'm gonna hop off after that? I've just done all of Afterlife in 4 hours. You think I'm not gonna go for Nebula? We could unlock Nebula today. Can you believe that? Holy shit. This is happening. It is happening now. It's not even midnight yet. I'm locking in. Okay, I got a bit excited there. That's my bad. That's my bad. Let's take a chill pill and go over the strat going forward. Now, directed mode, I think everyone can agree is 1000% the play for Nebula. It's almost a must for everyone just because of how good it is. For Nebula, I need to kill 10 elite zombies, which I know now aren't these lovely fellas. No, they are the next level up. And the best strat to get an elite zombie is to follow the Easter egg on Liberty Falls, something I wasn't doing before to keep the round cap at 11, doing all the stages, collecting all the parts and building this device thingy. I don't know what it's called, but when you place it on this lovely purple rift right here, and then once at the start of every round, you can spawn in an elite zombie. You pretty much get to this point and then you don't do the rest of what the Easter egg is asking you. Something I noticed when kind of getting into some zombies content on YouTube, which I was now really invested in, I noticed that a lot of people use the Akimbo GS45s as their go-to weapon for zombies, and I was doing it already, but just not Akimbo. So I figured hopping in with the Akimbos first, making them my first Nebula, and then having them on me at all times will help me clear zombie rounds a lot quicker. But also it might help me deal damage to the Mangler if I need a little help if some of the guns that I have to do aren't cutting it. Now here is where I struggled. I struggled here because for some reason I couldn't get the Mangler arm no matter what. No matter what I shot it with, I just couldn't get an arm drop. But then I remembered you can literally go and buy them with scraps, so I just did that instead. Building my glorious rift summoning majiggy bong thing, and then doing this. Oh my god. I didn't know picking it up would be like swapping weapons, and then I panicked, I just fumbled, and then I fumbled again. Why did I get rid of my fucking cameras? Are you serious? I just got the thing and I died. It trapped me in a fucking room, and then it swapped out my explosive gun, and because it downed me, I was no longer immune to the explosion of my gun, so oh my fucking god. Yeah, this was a rough start. I can't lie, there was a little voice in the back of my head telling me I wasn't able to do this, like maybe I wasn't ready, or simply I didn't have what it took to get this last part done, but I chose to ignore it because all I needed was to get set up, and get into the groove, and I'd be all good. So, without wasting any time, I booted up a new attempt, and this was the one. The GS45s made it a little harder until I pack-a-punched them, but I got further than I'd gotten before, and I got the final bit set up, summoning my first elite zombie. Fucking hell, fucking hell, fucking hell. Shit, 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 shit.
Nope.
Please move! Bro, this is insane.
Nope.
Oh my god, I don't have ammo. Fuck me. Why is this so stressful, man? Oh, I thought these guns would be good for this. Oh, I'm so stressed. Bro, it's not dying. I need to kill 10 of these per gun. I thought this would be like a good gun. Oh my god, where the fuck is my ammo going? That little anxious voice, that voice telling me that I couldn't do this, was strong right now. I didn't realize it at the time, but my akimbos were not pack-a-punched enough. Level 2 was really what is needed at minimum to do good damage to these elite zombies. And these ones that I'm currently using were level 1s. But I wasn't going to give up. How many fucking bullets does this thing need? I did it. My first of 330 were eliminated. Oh my god, I've got to kill 330 of these? Never mind. Jesus Christ, they really weren't wrong when they said this was time consuming. But that voice in my head shut up. It got very quiet very fast. I was fueled with belief and I got myself into a nice rhythm. Oh, I just got Nebula! I've done it. Nebula. We have done it. Nebula is in our hands, not literally, but it is, we have it. We have finally unlocked what we spent all this time going for. I jumped straight out of that game into the lobby and equipped my glorious calling card. Not the one that I was here for, that one is still yet to come, but I would say we are 90% done with this grind. We still had a way to go, but this was an achievement nonetheless. 1 out of 33 done, it was nearly midnight, but I really didn't want to stop just yet. The addiction had me by the throat, and I needed more. I logged back in, went to the nearest warbuy, which was the AK-74, and pack-a-punched it. I didn't have enough essence to upgrade it twice, so once was just going to have to do. And I got into the zone once before, and honestly, the initial stress had just completely gone now that I knew I could do it. Now I felt the same way that I did about the manglers and the headshots. It was doable, it would just take time, and I was finally confident. Me a week ago, I would have crumbled under the pressure and died loads. But I've come a long way, and I take that as a massive win. And even better, the elites that can spawn from this rift were either that 3-headed fuck from before, or this guy, which is basically a stronger mangler. And I saw online this guy said that the easier elite to kill is actually this guy. And every time I loaded up a save file, it would choose one of two to spawn every time. So I just needed to keep reloading the save until I got this lovely fella, which would make my life a lot easier. Luckily, I didn't have to though, as I booted up the save file, and he was the one that spawned in. So I cracked on. The end was getting closer, and next up was the XMG, another warbuy. And by now, I had realised it was taking me an average of 18 minutes per gun. Not bad compared to the Opal and Gold grind. It has absolutely nothing on the Afterlife grind, but nevertheless, I'll take it. So I stayed up late, till nearly 2:30 in the morning, doing another 5 guns. The Tanto, PU-21, SVD, and LR Sniper, and finally, the Krig C. All from the mystery box. And to end off the night, I actually hit level 300 in Master Prestige, which was just awesome. You get so much XP from zombies, I understand why so many zombies players are high level now. I had a look at the different prestige icons, and then decided before bed that I would treat myself to a look at the Nebula camo. I was going to wait, but fuck that, because I've spent too much time on this so far to not appreciate what I've grinded for. So I'm just hopping off for the night. It is currently 2:24 in the morning, and I was honestly so locked in. I had my moment. I enjoyed the fact that I had got Nebula, but I didn't even go into the lobby to have a look at it. Here is what it looks like. Obviously you guys know what this looks like. I've just seen it everywhere, but to actually hold it in my in-game hands is, oh, it feels really good. What I can't wait for more than anything is to unlock the 33 weapons, get the calling card, and just use this in multiplayer and just frag out. Like, this camo is so nice. Right, that's enough of that. Let's go to sleep and crack on tomorrow with... Oh, well, I mean, I'm not gonna overestimate. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be able to do them all tomorrow, the rest of them, but who knows what tomorrow will bring. Oh, actually, I need to Just look at the... Yeah, oh, look at that. Look at the way it reacts. It's so much better in its reactive state than dark matter. Dark matter has like those flakes and stuff. Let's, I'll see you in the morning. Let's go. And that was it for day 11. What an incredible day. From Opal to Nebula in one day. Wow. Today was the day. I logged myself on, booted up my save file, and aimed to see if I could get the remaining 25 guns I needed to Nebula. No time limit, I just needed to lock in, pull up the trusty Modern Family show, and crack on. And honestly, there isn't much more to say. There's no drama, nothing genuinely went wrong, just me playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6, finally unlocking the Mastery Camo, Nebula for 33 weapons. Let the montage commence. The end was so close. And I know it's anticlimactic, but for some reason I forgot to record one of the guns, so let's add one to the counter. And we needed two more guns for the calling card. And I was flying through these by now. It was now 11 PM at night. We have skipped forward 10 hours, and I still had a few more in me. The time-consuming part now towards the end was actually the battle with RNG. Not the elite zombies, not even the regular zombies, but the mystery box RNG. When the pool of guns I need to get gets smaller and smaller, it took longer for me to get the weapons I needed. All I needed was the Sigma and the Frostline Sniper, and I was free. The grind was complete, and the obsession would be fulfilled. And it took me an hour and a half. Some would argue and say I should have just started a new save, and that would have actually taken less time. And to those people, shut up. I will not back down in the face of RNG. I desperately want to finish this grind and get all my nebulas in one save file. I don't know why, but I do. But nevertheless, I cracked on 10 elite kills, nice and easy. And it was honestly nothing at this point. I had developed my pathing, which I'm sure you guys may have noticed. I go up the stairs, shoot down at the elite zombies, and then I just continue backwards down the other flight of stairs and go backwards along the long path alongside of the church. It worked really well, and the GS-45s came in clutch for clearing zombies after I'd killed the elite. It will be very interesting to see how many eliminations I have on this gun by the end of this grind. But in 18 minutes or less, after waiting ages for a gun I can use, we got Nebula on the Sigma launcher. All I needed was one, the Frostline Sniper. 1 in 33. Let's see how long this takes. Stop, holy fuck, I'll start a new save file, Jesus Christ. I know the odds are really not in my favour, but fucking really? Almost out of spite, I nearly stayed up all night just to get it from the mystery box. But I really needed sleep, it was nearly 3 AM, and as much as I wanted to do it all in one save file, I'd rather sleep. So, let's turn off the music and get some good build-up tunes going as we set up the final game. This was our first kill to Nebula Freedom. And another one. There we go. I have one more elite to kill. I'm gonna cut back all the fancy stuff, all the music, all the editing, and just leave you and 3 AM me to witness this together. Kinda wish I'd use this corridor to my advantage a little bit more. Can I walk up and down it? Oh, I swear to God, please don't let me have miscalculated and like there be one more gun I haven't done. I'm begging. The spreadsheet doesn't say so, so I'm hoping the spreadsheet is on point. I'm hoping I've spreadsheeted correctly. Please let me have spreadsheeted correctly. I'm gonna imagine it's the next one, but I'll be happy with this one. Oh my God, that was it. Oh my God, that was it. Yes, let's go. Nebula. Oh my God, we spreadsheeted correctly. Let's fucking go. This is as hype as I can get when it's like 3 AM. Oh my God, yes. That's been such a grind. Honestly, I actually loved it. Unironically, I mean, it's been so tedious, and you know what, at times it was quite frustrating, but honestly, this has been one of my favourite grinds I've ever done, just because it's been so passive at the same time. Like, I know some people are going to hate on me for using directive mode, as well as a lot of people hate on other people for using directive mode, but like, it has made this grind a very relaxing experience. God, I have had so much fun. Genuinely just getting through shows, watching video essays, Oh my god, what am I still doing here? What am I still doing here? Let's go. I've also gained so much XP from this, by the way. I have gained so much XP from this like whole grind. I started in like the 160s, I swear to god. Let's just put on this camo for the shits and gigs. There we go, this was the final Nebula that we got. We got Nebula on 33 weapons, calling card showcase, Nebula collector, no. Dark journey, and then a Nebula camo on 33 weapons and zombies. There we go. I almost feel like I should have something else in the middle. Tell you what, the next goal will be to go for the 100k calling card so I can have it go like Dark Indeed, 100k, Nebula. That's what I need. But there we go. We have completed the dark, not even dark matter, we have completed the Nebula grind. Well, back to me who's not up at 3 AM. Back to hype me. And hype I am, because we're done. I had the best night's sleep of my entire life that night. I felt so satisfied. I felt cleansed. I felt just like a weight had been lifted off me. I was so happy. I was so proud. I felt really fulfilled. The Nebula grind was done. The Dark Journey calling card was mine, and Dark Matter and Nebula were complete. And I said it last time, but the satisfaction from achieving a mastery camo is so nice. I've hit 100,000 kills in 2 games now, nearly 3, and that feeling of unlocking a COD camo genuinely rivals that feeling of being one of the first in the entire world to do something. I don't understand how or why, because it's just a camo, but it does. Look at the camo, it's so clean. How can I not feel satisfied from this? Like I said at 3 AM, I know some people are going to bash on me for the methods that I've used, but I didn't use any AFK strats, I didn't use any God mode strats or anything weird. I just used things that were in the game and that were there to use. And honestly, I have no regrets because I had a lot, and I mean a lot of fun. I also learnt a lot about zombies, and hell, I'll definitely play zombies just for fun. Now that I know how it works and what to do, maybe I should even do a video where I see how high of a round I can achieve on my own. If that's something you're actually interested in, do let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I want to thank you if you made it this far into the video. I really appreciate you. I know it's been a lot, and honestly I've loved every second of making this video. So let me know in the comments what video you want to see next. Abyss camo, multiplayer 100%, zombies 100%. I'm 30,000 kills from 100k, so honestly I might go for that as a fun next video. Unlock the calling card that comes along with that. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I could get Nebula and Dark Matter on all the guns that I just tossed aside. That would be definitely really painful. But thank you all for coming on this journey with me. If you did enjoy, any support would be greatly appreciated. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would really mean a lot. And yeah, without wasting any more of your time, I will see you all in the next one.